Um, when you talk about possible to impossible,
Yeah.
well, I remember about a few months ago, I was just in a position of giving myself an excuse itis of as far as why can't I not find a program to improve my pronunciation. And so, but I changed my mind to where reprogramming my mind to it's like, well, instead of thinking it's impossible or not, it's not possible, how how can I make it possible, right? And
Yeah.
so my mind just started to think a solution to where, well, anytime that 'cause you can't see what you're not looking, right? And
Yeah.
so when my mind is looking for a solution on how I could improve my pronunciation, out of
Hmm.
all of a sudden, I'm in YouTube, looking for, just watching videos, and then something kind of popped out about pronunciation, and I saw your video, and so, and I watched your video for maybe a couple months and so, and kind of just kind of get acclimated and see how you present yourself and how the pronunciation work, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, wow, this actually is the thing that I'm actually looking for. And then a few months ago, I signed up, and now here I am, talking to you and all that stuff. So that's a good testimony that instead of thinking it's not possible, thinking that, how can you make it possible? So that's one story that I could probably give out. Whenever I was reading that, I was like, wow, that's actually something that that's so true, that instead of thinking impossible, because he talks about the guy that's trying to go back to school, but he have a wife and a career, but also another baby on the way, and all he does is basically give reason why he can't do it. But the author, he made him practice as like, hey, why don't you start thinking about things of ways that you can make it happen, to where instead of thinking it's impossible, why not think possible? And then he came back, and actually was able to come back to school and graduate and all that stuff. So there's all kinds of way that we uh, let ourselves down because of the way we think of not being able to make it happen, because of we think it's not possible. But when we get to that possibility, it actually rewire our mind to where, hey, there's a solution, you just gotta find it, right? And so that's one example that I could give you.
Love it. I love it for all the reasons. And